Here you will gain the secret sauce how to grow rich on any income. Money and wealth don't necessarily require a high-income job or luck. This summary introduces a simple, low-risk plan to increase personal wealth, covering aspects like cutting costs, utilizing compound interest, and understanding the importance of diversifying investments. Key takeaways. 1. Income isn't the sole factor. Getting rich doesn't exclusively depend on a high-income job, marriage into wealth, or luck. It's about how you manage the money you have. 2. Simple strategies for wealth growth. The plan focuses on straightforward strategies, making wealth accumulation accessible to everyone. 3. Frugality matters. Cutting unnecessary costs is a crucial step. Being mindful of spending contributes significantly to building wealth. 4. The power of compound interest. Early investments, thanks to compound interest, can lead to substantial wealth over time. Starting early is key. 5. Diversification in investments. Similar to varying your diet for better health, diversifying investments minimizes risk and contributes to long-term financial growth. 6. Practical insights. Discover practical insights, such as the preferred car of most millionaires and the role of compound interest in wealth creation. The aim is to demonstrate that growing rich is achievable for anyone, regardless of income, by adopting a systematic and disciplined approach to personal finance. A strategy for wealth growth through prudent spending. To amass wealth and achieve financial prosperity, one must reconsider common misconceptions about the source of affluence. Rather than associating wealth solely with high-income professions such as surgeons, investment bankers, or lawyers, it's essential to recognize that the key to financial success lies not only in earnings but, more significantly, in spending habits and saving practices. The central message is clear. To embark on the journey to wealth, it is imperative to curtail spending. While astute investment decisions play a crucial role in wealth accumulation, the prerequisite is disciplined saving. Without prudent budgeting and financial restraint, there won't be surplus funds available for investment. For those aspiring to surpass the financial status of the average person, adopting a lifestyle distinct from the norm is paramount. This means deviating from the spending patterns typical of the average individual. The affluent understand this principle well, exemplified by the fact that the average American millionaire is more likely to drive a modest Toyota than a luxurious Porsche or Ferrari. Contrary to popular belief, opulent homes are not necessarily owned by millionaires. Research by Thomas Stanley, an American wealth expert, reveals that a substantial portion of million-dollar residences belongs to non-millionaires burdened by substantial mortgage payments. Surprisingly, only a small fraction of millionaires possess homes valued at over $1 million. In essence, the wealthy tend to embody frugality rather than indulgence. Their lifestyles often defy the extravagant stereotypes associated with affluence. This frugality is the linchpin that enables them to allocate significant resources to investments. The true secret to wealth accumulation lies in minimizing expenditure, allowing for substantial financial commitments to fruitful investments. Seizing the power of compound interest through timely investments. Now that you've successfully streamlined your expenses and witnessed a positive uptick in your bank balance, the crucial question arises: what's the next prudent step? The answer doesn't lie in allowing your money to idly accumulate or hoping that savings interest will outpace inflation. The pivotal message to grasp is this: to harness the full potential of compound interest, initiate your investment journey as soon as possible. While reining in expenditures is the initial stride toward wealth, the real momentum comes from strategic investments. The concept of compound interest is your ally in this endeavor. To illustrate, envision starting with a $1,000 investment and earning a 10% compound interest annually. After 1 year, your sum becomes $1,100. The magic happens in the subsequent years, as each interest gain is not only on the initial amount but also on the accrued interest. Over time, this compounding effect can yield substantial returns. For instance, a $100 investment at 10% compound interest, left untouched for 50 years, blossoms into $12,000. Extend that period to a century, and you're looking at an astonishing transformation into nearly $1.4 million. The takeaway is clear: the earlier you embark on your investment journey, the more significant the rewards due to the compounding effect. Starting early can even outperform a scenario where your neighbor invests twice the amount but begins later. Renowned billionaire Warren Buffett, who made his inaugural investment at the tender age of 11, humorously remarks that he started investing too late. Whether you're a college student with some savings or in your 60s contemplating your first investment, heed the wisdom of an ancient Chinese proverb: the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, the second best time is now. Initiate your investment expedition promptly to unlock the unparalleled potential of compound interest. Choosing wisely, index funds over actively managed funds. So, you've successfully curtailed your spending, and now you're eager to dive into the realm of investments. As you navigate this financial terrain, seeking guidance from financial advisors seems like a natural step. However, here's a crucial insight: not all advice is created equal, and some advisors might prioritize their interests over yours. The pivotal message here is to sidestep actively managed funds and embrace index funds. Financial advisors, at times, recommend actively managed funds as they stand to profit from your investments in these funds. When you entrust your money to an actively managed fund, a fund manager actively trades stocks on your behalf. While this might seem advantageous, a closer examination reveals the drawbacks when compared to index funds. An index fund operates differently: it is not actively managed. In essence, there's no constant buying and selling of stocks on your behalf. Opting for an index fund means investing in a stable product comprising thousands of stocks. For instance, a total stock market index fund bundles stocks from the entire stock market. As the market rises, so does your investment value, and vice versa. Contrarily, actively managed funds pursue a strategy of outperforming the stock market. However, considering fees and taxes, approximately 96% of these funds underperform the overall market. Furthermore, identifying the 4% that do outperform in advance is an intricate task. Many actively managed funds experience short-term success, posting impressive profits, only to face subsequent downturns for reasons often elusive. To streamline your investment strategy and veer away from such uncertainties, the prudent choice is to steer clear of actively managed funds and opt for the stability and simplicity offered by index funds. I'm genuinely grateful for your return, likes, shares, comments, and subscriptions to the channel. Your lively engagement not only nurtures the channel's growth but also resonates as a powerful message to knowledge and wisdom seekers worldwide, making you a true supporter of our community. Now, let's smoothly shift back to the review. Diversify your portfolio. The stability of bonds. Navigating the world of investments parallels maintaining a well-balanced diet. Just as diversity and balance are pivotal in nutrition, the same principles apply to your investment portfolio. Consider this analogy: while green vegetables offer undeniable health benefits, consuming only Brussels sprouts for a lifetime would be ill-advised. A healthy diet demands a mix of protein, other carbohydrates, and healthy fats. Similarly, relying solely on index funds in your investment portfolio is not optimal. Introducing bonds is essential. The core message here is to invest in bonds to fortify your portfolio's stability. When you invest in bonds, you essentially lend money to an entity, typically a government or a company. In return, they commit to providing annual interest and repaying the principal when the loan matures. Although the returns from bonds are predictable and may not be exceptionally high, often just enough to keep pace with inflation, their real value lies in their stability. Unlike stock market investments that can be significantly affected by market fluctuations, bonds exhibit far less volatility. Consequently, bonds play a crucial role in stabilizing your investment portfolio. You can diversify your bond investments by opting for a bond index, similar to the approach taken with stocks. Much like a stock market index fund mirrors the overall stock market's performance, A government bond index fund reflects the stability of the government bond market. Bonds become particularly valuable as you approach retirement, offering a reliable component in your investment mix. No one wants to discover that market chaos has halved their nest egg. A commonly suggested rule is to deduct 10 from your age. The resulting figure represents the percentage of your total investments that should be in bonds. For instance, if you're 22, around 12% of your portfolio should consist of bonds, increasing to 50% at age 60. Regardless of your age, recognizing the ability of bonds to introduce stability and variety to your investments is a crucial aspect of effective portfolio management. Resist the urge to time the market. In an intriguing endeavor, Jeremy Siegel, a finance professor at the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania, sought to explain major stock market movements dating back to 1885. Despite delving into extensive data and historical records, he found himself unable to account for most perplexing fluctuations or pinpoint the factors behind market rises and falls. If a seasoned finance professor struggles to explain past market changes with the luxury of data, historical context, and hindsight, attempting to predict future trends becomes a near impossible feat. The fundamental message here is to resist the temptation to time the market. Human nature often leads us to overestimate our abilities, whether it's presuming exceptional driving skills or believing we can outsmart the market. While acknowledging the risks associated with quick gains through stock trading, many convince themselves that they are the exception, destined to emerge unscathed. This optimistic outlook prevailed in the late 1990s during the dot-com bubble when technology stocks experienced a surge. Enthusiastic investors flocked to invest in cutting-edge digital companies like Nortel Networks and Priceline.com. However, the bubble inevitably burst, resulting in substantial investor losses. Despite anticipating the ability to exit the market swiftly if it turned, very few emerged from the crisis with gains. The overarching lesson, as discovered by Professor Siegel, echoes the sentiment that attempting to time the market is a futile endeavor. John Bogle, recognized by Fortune magazine as one of the top investors of the 20th century, echoed a similar sentiment regarding market timing, stating, "After nearly 50 years in this business, I do not know of anybody who has done it successfully and consistently." In essence, gambling with your savings lacks wisdom. Protect your financial well-being by learning from the missteps of others and steering clear of the illusory pursuit of beating the market. Exercise caution when buying individual stocks. While the optimal approach to investing involves selecting index funds and bonds, some individuals find it challenging to resist the allure of investing in specific stocks. Although statistically riskier, for those unable to adhere strictly to the recommended strategy, allocating 10% of the portfolio to individual stocks is a compromise. However, exercising caution and following certain guidelines can mitigate potential pitfalls. The fundamental message here is, if you can't resist buying specific stocks, be sure to select them very carefully. One crucial guideline is to minimize frequent buying and selling. Each trade incurs taxes and fees, turning what might seem like a lucrative endeavor into a costly one. Instead, focus on purchasing stocks with a long-term investment horizon. Opt for companies whose business operations align with your understanding. If technology is not your forte, avoid investing in tech companies. Prioritize companies with straightforward products and uncomplicated business strategies. Another critical factor is a company's debt level. Companies burdened with significant loans may struggle during economic downturns, risking closure when sales decline, and creditors demand repayment. Opt for companies with minimal or no debt, offering added stability and reducing the risk associated with their stocks. While index fund investments are likely to outperform individually selected stocks, the latter serves as a controlled method to engage in the market without succumbing to larger and potentially damaging financial risks. By adhering to careful stock selection, you can navigate the investment landscape with prudence and contribute to the growth of your wealth. Final summary: grow your wealth smartly. The key message in these insights is clear. Cut your spending, invest your savings wisely, and capitalize on the magic of compound interest. Starting early with investments, particularly in index funds and bonds, can pave the way for long-term financial growth. While these options are recommended for most, those who feel compelled to invest in specific stocks should exercise caution and follow careful selection criteria. Actionable advice: opt for second-hand cars. When aiming to cut expenses and focus on saving money, consider buying second-hand cars instead of brand-new ones. The value of a new car depreciates rapidly, making it a less cost-effective choice. Investing in a well-maintained second-hand vehicle can fulfill your needs without the hefty price tag associated with new cars. In my life's journey, my mission is to impart meaningful value to others, a purpose that fills me with great pride. Your genuine thirst for knowledge and wisdom has connected us on this platform, and I am grateful for your attention. To expand our impact to thousands, if not millions, of like-minded individuals, I humbly ask for your support. A small gesture of liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing can make a significant difference. In return, I am committed to delivering impactful book reviews promptly. Your support is invaluable, and I appreciate your presence on this captivating journey.